On Monday, I asked you to do your own tally, and I asked you to pick a topic, pick something you wanted to survey, that you wanted to find out about your area, or something that passes by, or different types of doors in the area, or different types of cars that pass by. And you should have done a tally, and it should have looked something like this. Not exactly the same, but I wanted you to have a title on the top. So the title of the tally, the survey you were going to do. So this one's called What Passes By My Window. And I asked you to look out the window for maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes even. And then I wanted you to write down category at the top left and frequency here at the top right. And then I asked you to choose different categories. So if I'm looking out my window and I want to see what passes by, I'm going to count how many men pass by, how many women, how many children, cars, buses, and bicycles. And I'm going to get you to tally, so I'm going to get you to count. And you're going to count using this style here, where you go, oh, 1 man, 2 men, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the reason we do this is because it's easier to read. I can instantly see that's 5, another 5, so that must be 5 and 5, so that's 10. So there are 10 men pass my window, and here I can easily see 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 women pass my window. And here 2 children, 1 and 2, 1, 2. And then this one here, 5 and 10. So that's 10. 10 cars passed by. Buses, 5, 6 buses passed by. And then bicycles, 4 bicycles passed by. All right, so that is the number, the frequency of men, women, children, cars, buses, bicycles. So you did that on Monday, hopefully. Okay. Now, yesterday, I asked you to make a bar chart based on this information. And I said that you could make the bar chart in your copies, or you could use that website that I showed you, and you could make a nice one. So using this information, I made a bar chart using the website that I showed you. And it came out looking like this. So what passes my window, and over here on the right, we can see what the colors are. But for clarity, I'm just going to write underneath men, women, children, cars, buses, and bicycles. Okay, that is the x-axis, across the bottom, and this is the y-axis, the one going up. And number or frequencies on the left on the x-axis, and then category is on the bottom on the x-axis. So we have categories, and we have number of frequencies, and we have our bar chart. And on the right-hand side here, it shows the different colors that represent the different categories. Now, what I want you to do today is I want you to show these figures as fractions of the total. So I want you to express these figures, these numbers, as a fraction of the total, as a fraction of the total. T-O-T-A-L. All right. Now, in order to do that, you're going to first have to figure out what was the total number of things that passed by your window. So first thing we have to do is we have to add all these together. So let's just we'll add them down here. So it's 10 plus 8 women, plus 2 children, plus 10, plus 6 buses, and plus 4. 10 plus 8 is 18, plus 2 is 20, plus 10 is 30, plus 6 is 36, plus 4 is 40. Okay, 40 things passed by your door. Now maybe something passed by your door like an animal, and you didn't count that, so you can just ignore that, okay? You only looked at the categories that you chose. So 40 things passed by your door. And I'm asking you to express all of these figures as a fraction of the total. So I'll just draw a line down here and a line across here. Okay. So first thing we will look at men, okay? Now, I want you to express the number of men as a fraction of the total. So how many men were there? There were 10 men. And what was the total? 40. So 10 over 40, that's the fraction, okay? But we can go further, okay? We can simplify this fraction. Now, it's nice because we have a number ending in a 0 on top and bottom. So we can put a line through both, and we can easily simplify our fraction as 1 over 4, also known as a quarter. So a quarter of the things that passed by your window were men. Okay? Now, what about women? How many women passed your window? 8. And what was the total number of things that passed your window? 40. Okay, so that's a fraction, but in order to get full marks in maths questions, we need to simplify our fractions. Now, this isn't as easy to simplify, but let's see. Can we divide the top and bottom by a number to simplify it, by the same number? Yes, we can. If we divide 8 by 8, what would that give us? It would give us 1. And if we divide 40 by 8, that would give us 5. So a fifth of the things that pass the window, or people that pass the window, because it was a mixture of things and people, a fifth of the things you recorded were women. Okay, a quarter were men and a fifth were women. So we're expressing these as fractions of the total. Okay, next is children. Now, if you understand where I'm going with this, what I want you to do is I want you to essentially do what I'm doing here, except with your tally. So say if you did different types of cars that went past, I would want you to say have Ford cars. So maybe 10 Ford cars passed by and there were 40 cars in total. So a quarter of the cars would have been Ford cars. Okay, but we'll keep going with this because it's good practice. Now, can we simplify this? Yes, we can. Can we divide the top number by itself and the bottom number as well by the top number? Could we divide 2 by 2? Of course we can. Can we divide 40 by 2? Of course we can. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So 1/20th. Okay. And then the next one is cars. So how many cars pass the window? 10 cars. And that's over 40 because 40 was the total number of things we counted. And this is just like men. Simplified, it's a quarter. All right. Cars, and then buses. How many buses pass the window? 6. Over 40. Now, we can divide 6 by itself, but can we divide 40 by 6 and get a whole number? We can't. So let's divide 6 by 2. So 2 into 6 goes 3. And then 2 into 40 goes 20 times. So 3/20ths. So this would be the simplest fraction. And the last one is bicycles. Bicycles. Okay. How many bicycles were there? 4 over 40. Nice. We know this is going to be easy. So can we divide 4 by itself? Of course we can. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 40 divided by 4 is 10. So 1/10 of the things that we counted were bicycles. So here we've expressed all of these categories as a fraction of the total. I want you to do this with the tally that you did, okay? But I want you to have it written down like I've written it down, and I want you to have the name of the category and then the first fraction, and then I want you to simplify it. So yours should look very much like this, okay? So step 1, you add up the total number of things that passed by your window, or the total number of things that you counted. Step 2 is you write down your categories like this. Step 3 is you write down the number of Ford cars, the number of red doors, the number of dogs over the total. And then step 4, you simplify it. So you don't have to redraw the bar chart, but use your bar chart to help you. But you will have to add up the total number of things and then lay it out just like this. And I want you to do that in your copies and send me a picture. Okay? If you have any questions, you can email me, and I hope that you are all safe and well.